Furniture giant IKEA, which has been operating in China since 1998, is facing fresh competition from e-commerce giants like Alibaba and JD.com, which recently opened physical stores to sell furniture. I spoke to IKEA Retail's chief operating officer on what they're doing to try to stay ahead.
I think in China it's even more important than ever to be very relevant with starting from the offer that we have. What kind of offer do we bring to China? And we know that the silver economy is growing of importance in China. And when we speak to the many Chinese people, we get that feedback. When we do home visits, spending an hour with a family in China, understanding how they live their everyday life at home. Multi-generational homes are increasing. And that's why we have introduced the new Bessingen range, where we are now testing to answer to those needs that has come from the silver economy in China. And also we are continuing to work, being in the forefront of the IKEA world. China is very, very important for us when it comes to understanding the new omni-channel ecosystem retailing. And here we have a lot of learnings we have already taken from China to the rest of the IKEA world.
Now, this is a market that is known for price wars in China. Have you had to cut prices at all?
We always, every time we get the chance, we work to become even more affordable. And also in China, but in other countries, last year, in total, we invested 2.1 billion euros to lower our prices. And that's one way for us to stay closer to the vision we have, which is to create a better everyday life for the many people. And in particular in China, it's not only the price, it's also the speed to market that is super impressive from a European eyes and lens point of view. And also there we are taking the chance to improve and make IKEA even better, to be quick in listening to the needs, dreams and desires of the many people. And how do we develop the products to actually answer to those needs that are sustainable and affordable at the same time.
Now, we just heard from Premier Li Qiang today, expressing confidence in China's ability to achieve rapid growth this year. He was speaking at the World Economic Forum about China's measures to boost consumer spending. Is it coming through in the sales at IKEA?
Yes, we see some of these decisions and actions taken in China to boost the Chinese consumption and economy is, of course, also impacting our business. And we, of course, welcome all the actions that can be put in place to stimulate the consumer confidence and consumption. And there we feel that this is something that we are also staying very close to the Chinese authorities to understand how we can be part of supporting this.
How has President Trump's war on trade and tariffs impacted IKEA's manufacturing? What countries are your goods and furniture made?
So we have a big mix of where we produce our products, Europe being a very important region, also Asia Pacific being a very important region, and North America and Central America is another region where we have the last 5 to 10 years been looking for opportunities, which we do all across the world. And I think for IKEA, of course, an open world where trade is incentivized and promoted across nations is a place where we also would welcome us to be.
Are you able to share how much is produced in China?
I unfortunately don't have that number in my head at this moment, but I'm happy to come back with that number as soon as I can.
Have President Trump's tariffs impacted your pricing?
I mean, IKEA is not immune to what's happening in the economy when it comes to inflation, consumer confidence, and salaries, disposable incomes, etc. And of course, when it comes to tariffs, IKEA, similar to every other company that has been importing goods to the US, we have also been impacted. So far, we have seen that we have been able to somewhat absorb the impact and not pass on the total impact to the customers in US.
You can read more about IKEA and its €2 billion bet on staying affordable on CNBC.com.